Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Iqbal bin Azuki. I will present our paper titled The Level of Techno Stress Among Youth in the Digital World Post-COVID-19 pilot study. Before we go deeper into our study, it is important to understand the problems that make this topic so relevant today. After COVID-19, technology became part of almost everything we do, from studying to connecting with friends. But with all these benefits, it also can lead to problems that we can't ignore. First problem is mental health. Studies show that students who spend too much time online face higher levels of depression, anxiety, and stress. Second is physical health. Long hours in front of screens don't just make us tired, but they can cause eye strain, poor sleep, and in extreme case, serious conditions like drop head syndrome reported in Japan. Next, academic performance also may drops. Many students find it harder to stay motivated, stay focused, and keep up with assignments, leading to delays in their studies. Fourth is digital addiction. In Malaysia, more than 80% of the population are active social media users, spending over 8 hours online daily, which show just how easy it is for young people to slip into problematic issues. And finally, social isolation. Many young people now choose online interaction over face-to-face contact, which slowly reduce real-world connection and can lead to a feeling of loneliness. Therefore, all these problems together show why it is important to understand what youth are experiencing today. After COVID-19, our life became even more digital. Students had to study online, stay connected through social media, and rely on technology almost every hour of the day. At first, this was helpful because it kept everyone learning and connected. But over time, it also created pressure on us. So this overuse of technology is what researchers now call techno stress, and it is becoming a growing concern among youth. Techno stress is a type of stress people feel when they struggle to cope with the demand of technology. The term was first introduced by Broad, who described it is a disease of adaptation caused by inability to handle new technologies. To understand this better, Tarafdar, ETAL, and Raghunathan identify 5 dimensions of techno stress crisis model, which include techno overload, techno invention, techno complexity, techno insecurity, and techno uncertainty. So, techno overload means being forced to work faster and handle too much information, while techno invention is the stress when technology interferes with personal time, and techno complexity is difficulty in learning new technology. Techno insecurity is fear of being left behind if others are more skilled than us, and lastly, techno uncertainty is a stress from frequent updates and change in technology. Therefore, these 5 dimensions of techno stress are known as techno stress creators model. Alright, so for methodology, this study we use a quantitative research design with a survey method. The data was collected using a questionnaire as our research instrument, and the questionnaire was distributed to UMK students, and 31 students participated in this pilot study. For the data analysis, we use SPSS version 26. Descriptive statistics such as frequency, percentage, mean, median, and mode were used. Meanwhile, inferential statistics were applied to determine the level of each variable. In terms of validity, we apply face validity to check the accuracy of the instruments, and for the reliability, we measure internal consistency using Cronbach alpha, and all 5 variables score above 0.7, which means the questionnaire was reliable and consistent. So based on the methodology, the study focused on 5 main objectives, which are to measure the level of techno overload, techno invention, techno complexity, techno insecurity, and techno uncertainty among UMK students. Alright, let us look at the finding of the study. Each finding will be presented according to 5 objectives, and I will also refer to the table that summarizes the result. Based on table level of techno overload, students agreed that technology allowed them to do more tasks, meet deadlines, and work efficiently. The mean score was 4.505, which show a high and positive level of techno overload. This means they are busy, but they use technology productively. For the level of techno innovation, students reported that technology often interferes with their personal time as they check academic messages even outside class hours. The mean score was 4.058, showing that techno-evasion is present and moderately hard. Next, level of techno-complexity shows that students are motivated to learn new tools and improve their digital skills. The mean score was 4.42, meaning they do not find technology too complicated. Instead, they see it as a challenge they are willing to face. From stable level of techno-insecurity, students show very little fear of being left behind. In fact, they are happy to share knowledge and help friends. The mean score was 4.53, showing a positive attitude toward learning technology. Finally, level of techno-uncertainty shows that students are not stressed by updates or changes in technology. Instead, they are excited to learn new features. The mean score was 4.4, again showing a high and positive response. In conclusion, this pilot study found that students from University Malaysia Kelantan are coping well with technology, even though they are busy and technology sometimes invades their personal time, but they remain positive and motivated to use it for their learning. This result suggests that UMK students are digitally ready for the post-COVID-19 learning environment. And for future research, we would recommend including a larger sample and perhaps comparing different age groups to see if all the students or working adults experience this techno stress. I think that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.